Good morning. Hold on, yo. Wait a minute. There's a lot of that going on right now, so I don't know if y'all can see me. But anyway, happy Wednesday. For many of you, is it Ash Wednesday? For Muslims, it is Ramadan, and for me, it is a chance to get closer to God. And I would explain to you guys why I put it that way for myself. I'm at the stage of my life where I feel like a religion is actually a practice and not a relationship with God. And if you're not close with God, a religion really isn't much. That's just my opinion, y'all. Don't come for me. I come to the acceptance that a lot of my mental health situations and the ups and downs of emotions that I have is because I am not close to our Creator. So when I said, I don't know if I posted that video, that I'm more at peace with myself. I haven't had any mental breakdowns. To say, when I say mental breakdowns, it's like depression and stuff like that. It's because I have dedicated my time to get closer to God, and that's it. I don't feel pressured in practicing any type of religion, and that's only because I'm like, no, I can't associate myself in a religion if I don't have a relationship with our Creator. So that is my reasoning for saying this is the time for me to get closer to God. Now, it is a new moon, and based on the Bible as well as the Quran and other religious books, they did not go by days, they went by the moon. So since it is a new moon, I decided to also fast with everyone else that's fasting. So Muslims are fasting, Christians are fasting. Paragüita conmigo. Christians are fasting for those that do fast. So yeah, anyway, the reason why I jumped on here very quickly is because I've been doing Bible study, as you guys know, with my sister in North Carolina. We've been on and off with it because I've been sick, honestly, for the past month from the herniated disc. Then I got the flu. And right now I'm dealing with a muscle pain from my neck down to like this area. And I don't know if it's because I may have slept wrong or I may have picked up something, and I don't know. But sorry, y'all. I've been dealing with that. When I'm in pain, I honestly can't even think straight. So as much as I try to dive in to the word, I just cannot understand anything when I'm not feeling well. So I haven't really been studying much, but I still do my best, right? So anyway, we're doing the chronological Bible study, and we've covered parts of the book of Job. Now, doing the chronological study, you're reading every day a chapter in a verse in a chapter, or a whole chapter daily. So we started reading, obviously in a chronological way. I don't remember what week it was, the book of Job. And that book hit me to where I can't even get out of it, y'all. Like, I cannot get out of the book of Job. Now, for those of you that know the book of Job, for those of you that know the book of Job, please comment below. Give me some tips on what is what, because this book is intense. The book of Revelations is intense. I read that sometime last year, the beginning of last year, and I was scared by the time I was done. I was like, hold on, what's going on? That left me like, yeah, I know I have to study that again, because I left spooked when I read the book of Revelations. But anyway, the book of Job left me in a mind that it's like, this poor man. I literally when I was reading it, I was like, okay, he's totally depressed. I can relate. Now, granted, I have not lost everything that he has lost, but I while reading it, I picked up depression, desperation. It was just so many emotions going through there. And I was like, goodness, this is the life that we are like living right now, that many of us go and we feel like we are not accomplishing anything, we're not going anywhere. It's just, that. But when I first started the book of Job, my notes were very simple. There we go. Just highlight, post-it notes, and then here I just highlight and I put my tab to what stood out the most. And as we go, I'm getting more and more into it, right? This page here is literally like, it has more to it. But then let's keep going. I think y'all could see a little bit of, all right, no, I'm on actual chapter 20. Now, this is Zophar talking. Am I right? Yeah, this is Zophar replying to chapter 19 was Job. So this is Zophar now talking. We all have friends, and y'all don't tell me you don't, because all of us have that group of friends, or at least that one friend that is low-key a hater and love to talk out of anger. Okay, don't tell me you don't, because you're lying. You're lying. But anyway, Zophar is speaking out of anger. I have one or two friends like that. And this is chapter 20, verse 2. My troubled thoughts prompt me to answer because I am greatly disturbed. He's talking out of anger, y'all. Talking straight out of anger. He says it right there. And I'm guilty of that. When I'm upset, baby, I can say some things. And it's like, girl, shut your mouth. Think about what you're saying before you say it, because you might hurt somebody else's feelings. I don't think about none of that. I just vomit whatever I'm feeling. And I'm known to do that. I'm not a fighter, but I am going to speak my mind. And that right there was like, Shar, you need to fall back, boo. Fall back. Think about it. Think about what you're saying, because you're talking out of anger. So that verse, boom, it hit me right away. Then we go down to, excuse me, y'all. Then we go down to verse 5 all the way to 7. I don't know if this happens in all families. I don't know if it happens to everyone, but this is something that I feel that we should all think about. As a matter of fact, chapter 5 all the way to chapter 5. No, not chapter 5. Verse 5 all the way to verse 10. I might say or might say the words wrong, y'all. Forgive me. That's the Latina in me. But listen up. It says that the mirth of the wicked is brief, the joy of godless lasts but a moment. Though the pride, let me say that again. Though the pride of the godless person reaches to the heavens and his head touches the clouds, he will perish forever like his own dung. Those who have seen him will say, where is he? Y'all got that? I hope you did. Like a dream he flies away, no more to be found. Banished like a vision of the night. The eye that saw him will not see him again. His place will look on him no more. Let's go to verse 10. His children must make amends to the poor. His own hands must give back his wealth. Baby, y'all go read it. If you do read it, please comment below what you got out of it. But I just covered the mic. But I took my notes, as y'all can see. I have all my highlighters. I got some notes there. I got sticky notes here. Let me just tell y'all what I wrote. And this is only up to to verse 11 that I'm giving you guys, because I didn't manage to finish going over it at home. Like, I read the whole thing. I highlighted all the verses that stood out to me. But when I do that, I always go back. I reread it to see why I highlighted it, during that process, and then I will do my little notes and all of that. So for verse 5, this is what I summarized it. Sin may look rewarding for a season, but it never brings lasting peace or security. So for verse 5, that's basically what I got out of it. You can do whatever you want that could be a sin. For you, it may feel good at that moment, but in all honesty, that's just temporarily. It's gonna go away eventually. So not the sin, but that fame will just disappear. Which goes into verse 6. My summary for that was, pride can make someone feel invisible. Pride can make someone feel invisible. Verse 6 says, though the pride of the godless person reaches the heaven and his head touches the clouds. So you're so prideful, you can't forgive somebody. You refuse to, it's so much that goes into there. But forgiveness is something that hits more, because a lot of us just stop talking. I'm guilty of that. We'll just stop talking to someone when they do us wrong. And it's like, dude, your pride is so strong that you refuse to humble yourself and forgive this person. If God is a forgiving God, why can't we do it? Yeah, that part. Then we go into, I have 5 minutes before I go into work. So let me go into verse 7. Sorry, guys. Verse 7, my summary to that was, success on earth without God, without having faith in God, our creator, is temporary. It's going to go away. You can be famous. You could do whatever you want. But if you have no faith in God, it means nothing. Zero. Nada. Se acabó. Capiche? So, true security comes from God, not your status. True security comes from God, not your status. I'm going to end that with that closing. And I really wrote that for myself. I wrote it for myself. You guys can see it there. But I felt the need to share it. True security comes from God, not your status. Okay. And number 10, verse 10, his children must make amends to the poor. His own hands must give back to his wealth. Whatever you do, or whatever you decide to do, whatever you preach to your children, be careful. Because what you may be telling your child out of anger could be a sin. Let me open this book again, y'all. It could be a sin. And guess what? That's going to affect your child. And it's going to affect the future kids that come behind it. We got to be mindful of the things that we do, the things that we say, because it will affect your family. It could affect your friends. And that shows how close you are to the Creator. Honey, this has stood out to me. The book of Job has stood out so much for me. I don't know what's the ending of this book, because again, I have not read the Bible in years the way that I'm reading it now. And I guess because I'm more in a mature state of mind, I see things completely different. But chapter 10, verse 10, I actually had my son read it this morning, and he said, Mom, I need to do good. I need to behave so that I don't hurt my family. This was my 7-year-old, y'all. My 7-year-old. That's what he said. He went to the room after he got dressed, ate his breakfast, and did everything. He picked up his Bible and he started to read the book of Job. And he highlighted chapter 19, verse... I don't think I have it in... Hold on, because I already finished chapter 19. He actually highlighted in chapter 19 of Job, verse 11, which says, his anger burns against me. He counts me among his enemies. Verse 12, his troops advance in force. They build his surge ramp against me and encamp around Tent Heart. Chapter 10, let me go up to verse 10. He tears me down on every side till I am gone. 9, he has stripped me of my honor and removed the crown from my head. I asked him why he highlighted those verses, and he said, Mom, I could be a clown. I can be fun. Paragüita conmigo again. I could be a clown. I can be fun. But if I'm doing things that God does not want me to do, He's going to take away everything from me. This is coming from a 7-year-old. So if my 7-year-old can see certain things, us as an adult, we can too. So yeah, I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to go into work, but I just wanted to put that out so you guys can have an idea of what I am doing. But comment below if you know anything about the book of Job, how you can guide me and understand it. If I'm understanding anything wrong, I'm open to advices and stuff like that and tips. So yeah, I'm going to head into work, guys. I will catch you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Ciao.